We're ready to go then here in Moto2. 19 laps of Moto2 action coming up. The lights go out. A really good start from Nicolo Bulega on the second row. It's as you were, though, going down into turn one. In fact, Sam Lowe's fancies a go at taking the whole shot and will. Lowe's leads into turn one.
Alex Marquez in second place. Baldassarri looked like he ran Fabio Di Giannantonio out a little bit wide. Last year's Moto3 race winner. Marcel Schrotter's picked up a couple of places from 7th to 5th, the German.
Good start then from Nicolo Bulega, but through goes Alex Marquez. Sam Lowe's there just trying to fiddle his way back into second place. He could do with following Alex just for a lap or two to settle into this one. Baldassarri's there in third. Di Giannantonio is in fourth, number 21.
Augusto Fernandez wasn't exactly razor sharp off the line. He's down in 13th place. That was Luthi out wide there, coming out of turn number 4. An early mistake then by Luthi. That's going to cost him crucial spots early on.
Yeah, he could get swallowed up there as a result of that. He's just at the moment ahead of Schrotter, his teammate, and Marini. Marco Bezzecchi's in 9th, then it's Xavi Vierge 10th. Brad Binder's up to 11th, so a good start from the South African.
Now, you do not want to give Alex Marquez clear track in this year's Moto2 World Championship. Beautifully done by Di Giannantonio. Nice up the inside of Lorenzo Baldassarri into turn number 8. Perfectly executed move that by the young Italian. Oh no, Xavi Vierge, he's down, the yellow flags are out. Well, it's a Marquez mauling on the first lap. He comes over the line, he's almost 0.8 of a second clear of Sam Lowe's. He was the only rider in the 206s. Di Giannantonio's getting really, really busy and really aggressive at the start of this Moto2 race. He does not want to see Marquez checking out into the distance. He's now picked off Sam Lowe's into the first corner. Di Giannantonio second.
No surprise. Jorge Navarro did not get off the line well. He's down 4 places in 15th.
He was right outside our commentary box window, Steve. Kept a real beady eye on him, and he did get a sluggish launch off the line. He's got to sort that out. Schrotter beautifully up the inside of Lorenzo Baldassarri. There was enough room there to squeeze a Triumph 765 motor through on the Italian. He's trying to fight back down in the hill into turn 5.
Board here with Marcel Schrotter then, the German rider, looking up at Sam Lowe's on that Federal Oil Grassini machine. And here comes the move. No, not quite. Sam Lowe said this morning, top 5, he's got to finish the race, and he'd love just to get a top 5, something to build on, he said, going into the second half of the season.
Credit to Di Giannantonio. He's just reeling in. A Schrotter does find a way through finally on Sam Lowe's. Has he made it stick? Yes, he has. Start the rise up horsepower hill. Di Giannantonio in the second sector took 0.3 of a second out of Alex Marquez. In sector 3, he's nibbled another 10th out of the Spaniard. It's down to 0.8. So Di Giannantonio has clicked into some serious rhythm. It'll be interesting to see what his lap time is coming over. It potentially will be a fastest lap of the race. You can visibly see from a helicopter shot. He's hunted down a bit of space and time on Alex Marquez. PB lap on the race for the Italian, a 2:01.645, about 0.4 quicker, so he is keeping Marquez honest.
Schrotter, no, it's Luthi.
Disaster,
Whoa,
absolute disaster.
Now that is big. What on earth has happened here to the Swiss rider? A shaky start and now a DNF. That could be costly. It will be costly.
Christmas has come early for this young man, Alex Marquez, his main championship rival, the man who was just 8 points behind him at the start of play today here in Brno, Tom Luthi. A rare blunder from the Swiss man.
Luca Marini about to make a move on Sam Lowe's into turn 3. Up the inside he goes, the Italian, up into 4th place.
Seen this before this season from Sam Lowe's. It's a really dejected Tom Luthi. He's not really prone to too many errors like this. Let's have a look back at him on the 12 machine. And the front end just goes out from underneath him. Or is he just struggling to get front end grip with that full fuel tank? But he knows a bit of a whack on the air fence as well from Tom Luthi. That was a big moment in this World Championship. So Sam Lowe's,
Mattia Pezzini. When he's come in to replace Simone Corsi, who crashed too much, and unfortunately the trait has continued a bit here. Pezzini, who, to be honest, we hadn't really mentioned in the race at all, so he hadn't really featured that highly. Further back, though, the battle for third, side by side here. Luca Marini and Marcel Schrotter. I was going to say, just before we saw that, I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 speed-ups on the podium map, because Jorge Navarro is warming up now.
Yeah, he's just gobbled up Bulega into the first corner. Nicely done on the brakes then up the inside of the Italian. So Marini now in 3rd place. He's a long, long way behind fellow Italian, the Gian Antonio, who's just swept through your picture into turn 3. The gap nearly 4 seconds. Alex Marquez has gone. The Gian Antonio is just riding around for what looks like a relatively safe second place, because he's nearly 2 seconds. Well, he is now. They've just clipped through sector 1, and the Gian Antonio for the first time is 2 seconds adrift of your race leader Marquez. This is a dream day for Alex Marquez, with Tom Luthi out of the race early on with that big mistake at turn 5. Lorenzo Baldassari, 4th in the World Championship. He's not even in the top 10 right now. Fernandez only 8th on board with Navarro, and he brilliantly picks up Marcel Schrotter. Marini and Navarro jousting it out for the final place on the podium. They've quickly disposed of the threat posed by Schrotter and Buliger. This one's going to go all the way down to the wire by the looks of it. And Navarro, he wastes no time. That was lovely, absolutely clinical. Nicely done by Navarro. You can see the edge grip, the turning of that speed-up chassis as well in those flip-flop change of direction. It was effortless, that from Navarro.
Imperious as ever, Alex Marquez, untouchable once more. Since he's got to the front, there have been no answers. Looks like Fabio Di Gianantonio is on for a maiden podium, but it's in the background we need to look at.
Game on. It is game on. Look at this. Bastianini smells blood. He's all over the rear tyre then now for Navarro. Is there going to be late heartache here for the speed-up factory, chasing a double podium here in the Czech Republic? Down the hill they go to the Kevin Schwantz corner. Can Bastianini pounce? He's at the inside. Can he make it stick? He does. Bastianini goes 3rd.
He's gone wide. Here comes Navarro again. He's just about held onto it. Bastianini, they now climb up to turn 11.
You can see Navarro's rear tyre squirming. He was so desperate to get on the power. He knows he's got to try and drag Bastianini up Horsepower Hill. There are just 2 corners to go. Marquez has been the runaway dominant winner. Fabio Di Gianantonio's on course for his first Moto2 podium. Isn't there? Bastianini doing the same.
Navarro's not close enough to make a move. That's it. It's done and dusted. Alex Marquez is going to make it 5 wins in 6 races. He has been outstanding. He wins here in Brno. It's going to be a maiden podium for Di Gianantonio, and likewise for Bastianini. Brilliant, brilliant ride from a man who started 18th on the grid.
The governor of the South Moravian region will be Bohumil Simek, who in the downpour and the deluge here hands over the race-winning trophy to Alex Marquez.